My name's Robert from Modern Frequency.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Honestly, I'm doing really well. It's a
Awesome.
good day. It's a good Monday.
Are you on the West Coast?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Amazing. Okay. So I'm going to start with asking you, what are your goals as a musician or as an artist? Where do you see yourself in the next few years from now?
Oh, okay. Getting right into that. Okay. Yeah, in the next few years, well, my goal as an artist currently is to kind of be a conduit for all the things that are going on right now. I really think it's important for artists right now to share their experiences centered around politics or centered around like any police brutality or any oppression. And I kind of had an awakening in this, like, since like quarantine started and all of the protests and everything. And I really feel strongly about sharing my own experiences that other people I know have felt too. So I feel currently my job is that, and I feel very passionate about it, and that's kind of why, like, I made Reload, even though it had been made a whole year ago, but I was like, I gotta put this out because it really feels current. And also, in about 3 years, I hope to be performing on the biggest stages and with great artists, and hopefully everyone knows my songs by then. And I really that's what I plan to do. Yeah.
Cool, cool. I want to talk about Reload real quick. You wrote the song about police brutality, obviously,
Yeah.
and you were able to turn that experience around for you from anger to love. How did you do that? How quickly? I mean, you went so quickly to doing that.
Well, that experience had been, it'd been quite some time since that had happened, but I realized during the protest that, like, I still hadn't healed from a lot of from what happened. I hadn't at all. And then, like, when I saw George Floyd, like, his face, like, on the ground, that's literally like what happened to me. And, like, I was like, dude, like, I could have died.
Hmm.
Like, I could have literally, that could have been me, 12 years ago or whatever. But now, and I don't know why. I feel like police killings or shootings have gone on for a long, long time, but I don't know. I'm just thankful that I guess I'm just thankful that I came out of that situation alive.
Yes.
So yeah, that's kind of like, why Reload has come about.
Okay.
Hmm.
You were featured on Spin and Billboard, and do you think you're getting your messages out there, not only for police brutality, but you are a big advocate for the LGBTQ community as well? Do you think you're
Hmm.
getting your messages out there on your platform?
I believe I am. I'm kind of taking a new direction with my music a little bit, as far as the aesthetic and the sound of it, because I do mostly like dance music. So
Mhm.
previously, I mean, it's all dancing. You can dance to any of my music, but it's just, everyone likes to categorize everything, so put things into genres. But I think that, yeah, I mean, I'm gay, and so I know a lot of people. I've had people hit me up, other gay people hit me up and be like, yo, it's so awesome that you're doing this, that you're a Black gay woman, in electronic dance music. And I was like, it's kind of always been that way. I mean, Black women have always been shaping dance music, but I think now there's more of a, like, highlight around it. And I hope that more of our voices are out there. But yes, I do really feel that connected to the community, but, like, just all communities in general, just
Mhm.
because dance music is so, like, worldly, and, like, I really do feel connected in that way. And then, so my new message, I hope that also just rides the same thing. I think it's all universal as well.
Cool, cool. Um, Talking about your music, it's kind of a 90s throwback. Is that the sound you were aiming for? Like CC Peniston, Robin S. kind of vibe? And you're even being compared to Whitney Houston, which is amazing. I think that's so cool. Uh,
Yeah.
do you consider them all them influences? And then how did you get started singing? And is that the sound you're aiming for? Those are my three questions.
Hmm. Well, honestly, I feel like the audience and the people and fans kind of given me that sort of, like, this, like, name nine, like, house vocalist. I really didn't actually start out in dance music. I started out doing rock music, and I started doing yeah, like rock and funk. I was like really into Incubus and what's their names? Rage Against the Machine.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I really was trying to be like the rap, like black version of that. You know what I mean? Rapping, like rocking, and like, you know. And then I moved to LA, and then it just kind of fell into my lap in a way. One of my friends was like, "Yo, my friend is a DJ. Would you ever do a dance track?" And I was like, no, but yeah, okay, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like I was totally out of touch, and then he's like, well, you should just try it out. So I tried it out, and that ended up that song the biggest song in 2015 for dance music. And like, so that just like really opened my career, opened my eyes to like dance music in general. So I feel like I'm kind of new to the game in a lot of ways. Even though, I mean, I've been doing music for a long time, but like 2015 is when I got into dance music and going to raves and being on stages, being at EDC and Coachella and all this stuff. So like all that was like, wow, this is dance music is crazy. It's awesome. So very exciting to me at first. And then, so yeah, I feel like the people have given me that kind of like, what's it called? I don't know. They put me on the train of being like CC Peniston or, you know, Robin S, you know, because they're like, my voice is big, it's soulful, and it's right in that pocket. So yeah.
Okay.
I didn't give myself that name.
That's still cool though. It's very cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool how you transitioned from the rock to the dance. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to go back to Reload real quick. The video is all animated. Is this the kind of aesthetic you're aiming for?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a big fan of the Midnight Gospel. And have you seen that?
No, I have not.
You gotta watch it. It's so crazy though. It's almost like a little bit bizarre. But hold on, you froze? Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, good. It's kind of like if you're on mushrooms and we're like trying to like, you know, yeah, it's like if you're on mushrooms kind of, or like maybe acid. I'm not saying I did that. I'm not saying kids don't do that, but all I'm saying is if you were ever on acid or have done mushrooms, then Midnight Gospel's like that. And so I wanted to kind of give I didn't want to give like a stereotypical like layout of like my experience, you know what I mean? I wanted it to be empowering, and also I love quirky stuff, and the song is kind of retro, and I wanted to give a juxtaposition, like, you know, I wanted to be completely opposite of what you're hearing. So so I felt that the animation would be kind of, also I'm in love with like superheroes, and you know, I also want to like help the world and heal, and I want to do that through my voice and music. So that's kind of like why I made like an animation, you know, to make it more like, I don't know, digestible, you know, in a way. Yeah.
It's like a little bit of a Missy Elliott vibe I get from.
Oh, okay.
I'll
take that.
Yeah, I dig the video. It's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, Naaman Basil, he's a genius. He worked. Huh?
He directed the video?
No, he animated it.
Oh,
I mean, I directed it, but he animated it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we spent like the whole quarantine like making like a lot, like months making it. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of quarantine, what else have you been doing? Cooking up new music, I hope?
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm sitting on like so much music. Like I literally could put out albums for like at least 5 to 6 years. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So yeah. It's been a really like, the beginning of quarantine, it was a little bit, obviously it was a shocker to everyone. And then it just became so aggressive, and people started hitting me up for like writing sessions, and then it just became, it's beautiful. I mean, I'm glad to be busy, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I started writing for pop people, and then I ended up in a crazy session with virtual session, to be honest, is a Zoom, which is also wild the way it happened, with Phineas, you know Phineas? Yeah, and Pasek and Paul, they did like a song in The Greatest Showman, they did La La Land.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have like a Tony and like an Emmy, like they're like really amazing, like out of this world, like sort of musical theater movie writers, you know?
Very cool.
So I just kind of got thrown in the pot, you know. They're like, we were looking for like an up and coming, like, you know, basically Black artist woman that would, that could help us. And so we ended up writing this voting song, which you have to try out. I mean, you have to like see it. It's called Actually Vote, and Kiki Palmer is singing the song. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So that was like literally like a trippy week because I was like, how is this happening? I'm like writing with one of the biggest producers on the planet, and
that's
then writing with the, it was just kind of an insane like week, and we were all communicating so quickly because, or all the time and often because we had to get the song out before voting day, which is tomorrow, which is scary.
yeah. That was my next question for you. We are on the eve of one of the most important elections ever.
Yeah.
And how important is it for you to vote, for anyone to vote?
The most important.
Uh,
I mean, like I said, we wrote a song called Actually Vote. That's how passionate, you know, I am. And I definitely think that especially like millennials, Gen Z, like apparently they are they make up the highest what's it called? Uh what is it called? The highest what? I even wrote it in the song. I'm trying to think of it.
Ratio or
Yeah, yeah, but there's like I even sing it. What's the damn name? I even sing it. I sang it. Do you know it? I asked my girlfriend. Voters block.
there you go, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. They make up the biggest voting block. So yeah, it's important for, and it's important for black people to vote too,
Yeah.
because I know that a lot of black people don't vote because they feel like they're not cared about in general.
Oh,
And so they me I don't know. I mean, I don't I have had a really nice life in the sense that I've been doing music, and I feel like I've had really sheltered life, but I feel also that there are so many people like me, I mean, being black, that have experiences that are terrible. So
mhm.
they don't feel like they're looked after, so they don't vote because they don't make a difference in their life.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting what happens. Well, however it'll fold out this week, tomorrow, whenever we get the results, it's just
Yeah.
it's going to be. I've been biting my nails.
Yeah, I know. How do you feel?
I'm nervous about it, honestly.
Yeah.
I really am. I really am. But
Yeah.
you said you have a lot of new music coming up that you've written and recorded. What's
Hmm.
next for you next year? What's up next year for 2021?
Well, next year at the top of the year, I'm releasing a song called "Set Me Off," and it's a pretty cool. It's like a song about being like literally mad and angry. I I used to call, well, I still call myself, but the female Blanca. You remember Blanca from Street Fighter?
No, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, with the orange hair, and then like
Yes.
he would like electrify a little bit. Um,
Cool.
so I because I'm very chill and very like nice, but like there are certain trigger points. I'm just like disrespect. If people disrespect me in a way, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
you're just like, whoo! Like I've picked up like guys in clubs that are like 200, 300 pounds because like they're just like messing with my friends or me. You know what I mean? Like I have this like crazy strength when I get mad. So I wrote a song about it.
Awesome. So we can expect that in 2021.
Yeah, I shot a whole music video in the snow,
Oh,
and yeah, I'm really stoked about it because it's going to be kind of like this futuristic, like, but also like retro thing. So yeah, that's coming in 2021. And also though, before 2021 is out, I have a song with Young Bay and Party People coming out, and that's signed to Arista Records, and that's going to be pretty big too.
awesome. So that'll be by the end of the year, before the end of the year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you
Mhm.
for your time so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm
Thank you.
yeah.